She's a woman of many firsts. The first female vice president, the first Black and South Asian American to hold the office. But her story isn't just about breaking barriers, it is about a journey from a childhood shaped by the civil rights movement to the very top of American politics. Who is Kamala Harris, really? How did she navigate the complex worlds of law, justice, and power to become one of the most prominent figures in the world? This is the full, unvarnished story of a trailblazer, from Oakland to the White House. This is a story of ambition, resilience, and a deep-seated belief that the system can and must be changed. Kamala D.V. Harris was born in Oakland, California, in 1964. Her story is quintessentially American, rooted in the dreams of the brilliant immigrants. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, was a cancer researcher from India who arrived in the U.S. at just 19 to pursue a doctorate at the University of California, Berkeley. Her father, Donald Harris, was an esteemed economics professor who immigrated from Jamaica. They met at Berkeley, a hotbed of activism, and were deeply involved in the civil rights movement. As a young girl, Kamala was pushed in a stroller to marches and protests, her young eyes taken in a world of change. She and her sister Maya were raised with a powerful sense of social justice and a fierce pride in their heritage. When her parents divorced, Kamala and her sister were primarily raised by their mother. Shyamala made sure her daughters understood their identity, telling them, "I want you to be proud of your heritage, but I need you to understand that the world will see you as Black girls." This dual perspective of being both a child of immigrants and a Black American woman would shape her entire life and career. After the family moved to Montreal, Canada, for her mother's work, Kamala's time there gave her a broader perspective on the world. But it was her return to the U.S. for college, specifically to Howard University, a historically Black college HBCU, that truly solidified her identity and her path. At Howard, she found her voice among peers who shared her heritage and ambitions, and it was there she decided to pursue a career in law. After graduating from Howard, then law school at the University of California, Hastings College of the Law, her career began as a prosecutor in Alameda County. This choice surprised many, as it seemed to contradict her activist upbringing. But she saw the legal system not as a tool of oppression, but as a vehicle for change. She believed in working within the system to fix its flaws. In 2003, she made a bold move, running against her former boss for district attorney of San Francisco. She ran on a platform of reform, promising to be tough on crime while also addressing the root causes of it. She won, becoming the first woman and the first African American and South Asian American woman to hold the office. Her tenure was marked by a smart on crime approach. She focused on reducing recidivism and implementing reentry programs, while also maintaining a tough stance on violent crime. One of her most notable initiatives was Back on Track, a program for first-time, nonviolent offenders that offered them a chance to earn a high school degree and find a job, instead of going to jail. In 2010, she was elected as California's Attorney General, and again, she made history as the first woman to hold the position. As Attorney General, she navigated complex issues, from the foreclosure crisis to consumer protection. She famously took on a national bank for fraudulent foreclosure practices, securing a $20 billion settlement. She also implemented the state's first-ever online database of all criminal justice data and worked to make the legal system more transparent and accountable. Throughout her time in California law, she built a reputation as a savvy and ambitious leader, setting the stage for a leap to the national stage. Her success in California propelled her onto the national stage. In 2016, she was elected to the U.S. Senate, making her the first Indian American and only the second Black woman in history to serve in the Senate. In Washington, she quickly gained a reputation for her sharp, prosecutorial questioning during high-profile hearings. She famously grilled then Attorney General Jeff Sessions and Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, and her confrontational style became a hallmark of her presence. She was seen as a formidable force, and her star began to rise rapidly within the Democratic Party. Her public profile continued to grow. In 2020, she launched her own presidential campaign. While her run was ultimately short-lived, it was a crucial moment in her career. It allowed her to present her vision to a national audience, to debate with her future running mate, Joe Biden, and to build a strong network of supporters. Her campaign highlighted her unique background and her progressive policy positions. It was a learning experience that, while it didn't end with her as the nominee, set the stage for the next, most historic chapter of her life. The daughter of immigrants, the former prosecutor, the senator, was now on the cusp of becoming the second most powerful person in the United States. The daughter of immigrants, the former prosecutor, the senator, was now on the cusp of becoming the second most powerful person in the United States. On January 20th, 2021, Kamala Harris was sworn in as the 49th Vice President. She was not only the first woman, but also the first African American and first South Asian American to ever hold the office. Her role was historic and groundbreaking during her time as Vice President. She focused on a wide range of issues, including voting rights, the economy, and international diplomacy. She often served as a key representative on the global stage, traveling to different countries to reinforce America's diplomatic ties domestically. She was a champion for policies aimed at expanding opportunities for all Americans. She has taken a lead role in the administration's efforts to address the root causes of migration, working with leaders in Central America to improve conditions and create economic opportunities. She has also been a vocal advocate for reproductive rights and has used her platform to speak out on critical social issues. Her time as Vice President was defined by a steady focus on her duties and the determined effort to navigate the complexities of her role. All while shouldering the weight of her historic position, the road ahead for her is long, and she faces the challenges and scrutiny that come with being in such a high-profile office. But as she has shown throughout her life, she is not one to shy away from a challenge. From a childhood rooted in the civil rights movement to the highest levels of government, Kamala Harris's life is a testament to the power of a single individual to shatter ceilings and redefine what is possible. Her journey is a story of ambition, resilience, and a deep-seated belief in justice. She is a woman who has consistently defied expectations, navigated a complex and often hostile political landscape, and inspired a new generation to reach for their own historic firsts. Her story is still being written, and the world is watching, whatever the future holds. One thing is clear: Kamala Harris has already left an indelible mark on American history.